For more than 2 decades, Cristiano Ronaldo had been a constant presence on football's biggest stages: World Cups, European Championships, Champions League finals, record after record, goal after goal. But on a warm night in July 2026, millions of fans around the world knew they might be watching something they would never see again. Portugal versus Spain, a rivalry between neighbors, a battle between two football giants, and possibly the final World Cup match of Cristiano Ronaldo's legendary career. The atmosphere inside the stadium was electric. Portuguese supporters filled one side of the arena with red and green colors. Spanish fans answered with songs of their own. Cameras followed Ronaldo as he walked out of the tunnel. At 30-something years old, he was no longer the young winger who had first shocked the world at Manchester United. But he remained the heart of Portugal, the captain, the leader, the symbol of an entire generation. As the national anthem played, Ronaldo looked toward the stands. Some fans held banners thanking him for years of unforgettable memories. Others simply stood in silence, aware that this could be the end of an era. The referee checked his watch. One final glance. Then the whistle blew. The match began. Spain started confidently, keeping possession and moving the ball quickly from side to side. Portugal stayed compact, waiting for opportunities to counterattack. Every time Ronaldo touched the ball, the crowd reacted. A roar followed him across the pitch. In the 10th minute, Portugal launched their first dangerous attack. A long pass found Ronaldo near the edge of the box. He controlled it with his chest and turned toward goal. For a brief moment, time seemed to slow down. He struck the ball with his right foot. The shot curled toward the far corner. But the Spanish goalkeeper stretched brilliantly and pushed it away. The stadium gasped. Ronaldo placed his hands on his hips, frustrated but FO. Spain responded immediately. Their midfield began dominating possession. Pass after pass pulled Portugal from side to side. In the 23rd minute, a Spanish winger broke free down the left flank. His cross found an attacker inside the penalty area. The header looked destined for the net. But Portugal's goalkeeper produced a magnificent save. Now it was Spain's turn to be frustrated. The match settled into a tense rhythm. Neither team wanted to make the first mistake. Every challenge became harder. Every interception was celebrated. The pressure of the World Cup could be felt in every touch of the ball. Then came another moment that lifted the entire stadium. Ronaldo received possession near the touchline and suddenly accelerated past one defender. Then another. The crowd rose to its feet. For a second, it looked like the old Ronaldo had returned. He cut inside and fired a low shot across goal. The ball missed the post by inches. Spanish supporters breathed a sigh of relief. Portuguese fans buried their faces in their hands. As halftime approached, the intensity increased. Spain created a dangerous free kick just outside the box. The shot flew over the wall and forced another excellent save. Moments later, Portugal countered quickly. A cross found Ronaldo inside the penalty area. He jumped above two defenders and headed the ball toward goal. Again, the goalkeeper was there. Again, the chance disappeared. When the referee blew for halftime, the score remained 0-0. Players walked toward the tunnel exhausted. Ronaldo looked determined. He knew opportunities had come. He also knew opportunities in matches like this were rare. Inside homes across Portugal, families watched in nervous silence. Across Spain, supporters believed their team was slowly taking control. And around the world, football fans wondered the same thing. Would Cristiano Ronaldo find one last moment of magic? The second half began with Spain pushing. Their passing became sharper. Their movement became quicker. Portugal were forced deeper into their own half. For nearly 15 minutes, Spain controlled the match. Crosses entered the penalty area repeatedly. Shots came from distance. Defenders threw themselves in front of the ball.
Portugal survived.
Then, in the 65th minute, Ronaldo nearly changed everything. A quick Portuguese counterattack caught Spain out of position. The ball rolled perfectly into his path. He was through on goal. The crowd held its breath. Ronaldo struck the ball early, aiming for the bottom corner. The goalkeeper got a fingertip to it. The ball clipped the post and rolled away. Ronaldo stood motionless for a moment, unable to believe how close he had come. That chance would haunt Portugal. As the clock moved into the final 20 minutes, fatigue began to show. Players cramped. Passes became slower, yet neither side stopped fighting. Spain continued searching for a breakthrough. Portugal continued defending with everything they had. The tension inside the stadium became unbearable. Then came the 85th minute. Ronaldo won a free kick in a dangerous position. Exactly the kind of moment that had defined his career. The stadium fell silent. He placed the ball carefully, stepped backward, stared at the goal. The referee blew the whistle. Ronaldo ran forward and struck the ball with power. It dipped over the wall. For a split second, Portuguese fans thought it was in. But the shot crashed against the crossbar and flew over. Ronaldo closed his eyes in frustration. Perhaps his final World Cup free kick had missed by only inches. The match entered stoppage time. Most fans were already thinking about extra time. Then football delivered its cruelest twist. Spain launched one final attack down the right side. A low cross was driven into the penalty area. Portuguese defenders tried to clear it. The ball bounced loose. Mikel Merino arrived first. He struck it with his left foot. The shot flew into the net. Goal. Spain had scored. The stadium exploded. Spanish players sprinted toward the corner flag. Portuguese supporters stood frozen. Ronaldo looked toward the scoreboard in disbelief. Spain won.
Portugal 0.
Only moments remained. Portugal threw everyone forward. Even defenders joined the attack. One last cross entered the box. Ronaldo jumped between two Spanish defenders. He made contact. The header went wide. His final chance was gone. Seconds later, the referee blew the final whistle. Spain had won. Portugal were out of the World Cup. Ronaldo stood alone near the center circle. Spanish players celebrated around him. Portuguese teammates looked devastated. The cameras focused on the captain. For years, he had carried his nation through unforgettable nights. Now the journey had ended. As he walked toward the tunnel, supporters rose to applaud. Some were crying. Others simply clapped, thanking him for everything he had given to football. Later, Ronaldo confirmed what many feared. This had been his final FIFA World Cup match. The announcement sent shockwaves through the football world. Fans remembered the goals, the celebrations, the records, the impossible moments. From a young winger in 2006 to a global icon in 2026, Ronaldo had spent 20 years entertaining the world on football's biggest stage. And now it was over. For Spain, the victory was historic. For Portugal, it was heartbreaking. But for football itself, the night represented something even bigger. The closing chapter of one of the greatest careers the sport had ever seen. When future generations talk about Cristiano Ronaldo, they will remember more than trophies. They will remember his determination, his discipline, his relentless desire to win. And they will remember the night he played his final World Cup match. Not with a trophy in his hands, but with millions of fans around the world standing to